Welcome to Obstacle Running Adventures.
Life went on. I actually started working out, trying to get away from bad things I was doing at the moment. And I got into the world of like bodybuilding. So I'm like, I found for me, I'm like, that would be really hard because I don't know that I can do those kind of diets and stuff. And I love a challenge. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna do one because I wanna, I want like well, I want to prove to myself that I can actually go through the diet because I'm bigger than, what our mindset is.
Hmm.
So I did two of those. It was not my thing, and I really didn't do anything else until I actually went back home to Puerto Rico. Um, and I got invited to a race. And they were like, just do it for fun. And so I was like, all right, I will do it for fun. So then they were like, yeah, we're all gonna do it for fun. This is just a fun thing, but we're gonna sign up on the first wave because then the obstacles are like clean and everything. So they're not muddy. And I'm like, all right, great, cool, whatever. I have no idea. So, I do this race. This is at the end of 2018. And somehow when they were like calling for podiums, I ended up winning this race.
Oh,
And I
wow.
was like, what? I'm like, I won it. This was really fun, really fun. So I'm like, I think I could do this a little bit more. And here I am.
That's pretty awesome. Most people, their first obstacle course racing event, I mean, even if they come from a running background, it kind of kicks them in the teeth because, like, you run and then there's an obstacle and then there's the whole compromised fitness. So, what do you think it was about your style of training, whether it be bodybuilding or anything? What do you think led to your success there in your first race?
To be quite honest with you, I think it was my line of work because I was into flooring, and for me, they to be honest, when I got into it, I really didn't see a lot of women do it, and most people weren't used to it either. So I had to kind of prove myself that I can hang with the boys.
Yeah.
So it was like they'll put me to demo, and I mean I'm working with people that really they're coming up themselves. So it's like they didn't have a lot of money, so that we were not working with the demo machines. We're taking a knife and
All
we're
right.
cutting lines through carpet, and I'm talking about glue down hotel that has like the padding underneath it and everything, and we're just pulling and pulling and pulling and I just feel like that's what did it for me because I didn't train for this kind of thing. And I mean, I was not a great runner either. I'm like, I don't want to go and run 3 miles. Like, that's boring.
Yeah.
But the strength part about it, I think for me, is what did it. And then I started to realize as I kept doing more races, okay, like now agility a little bit. Yeah, I need to practice that a little bit more, and I can't rely on strength, so I need to run a little bit more. And then I think my training really started after that.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
touched on work. I saw that you're the
Yes.
owner of, was it Redefined Flawless Solutions, which you said is a job that's very male dominated in a lot of cultures. So how important is it to, because you touched on it a little bit, to like prove it to yourself and for all women that like you can hang with the boys, both in sport and for work. How important is that to you?
It is very important. And for me, it's like honestly, I'm very honored right now that I have been able to do what I've done for the women in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
I was raised by my great grandmother. We didn't have any men in the picture. So everything was done by really her because I was too young and too I was too naive, and there's not a lot of things that I actually paid attention to due to my childhood, that processing things for me was kind of hard. So all I saw was women work very hard. Men aren't really in the picture for me. Where for most people I think it's the opposite.
Hmm.
So yeah, to have that as a kid, and then I was I just was too active to have an office job. I can't just sit and look at a computer and do office work. I can't do that. It's not me.
Yeah.
So yeah, then when I got into the construction world and I found like, okay, well, I see women in some fields, but I don't really see them where I'm at. And I'm like, that's another challenge. And
Yeah.
I'm like, well, why isn't there more of us? And I felt like I'm good at what I do.
Yeah.
There's gotta be more women that are good as well. And I'm like, then I just kind of started to have a picture. So like, okay, like once I get older, the kind of person that I want to be and be able to maybe train other women to do what I do, or at least, like you said, just show them that mm, just because men dominated right now doesn't mean you can't do it, you know?
Yeah. No, yeah, I think that's vital for like you as a person. I feel like that's a good driving force to have like as an athlete to one represent your country, represent Puerto Rico, and also represent like the women out there. So I think that's huge.
Yeah,
So
agreed.
as someone that remodeled my house, just a house, not like a as a job or anything, I can attest that ripping up all the rugs and stuff, that is some hard ass work. So that's a unique way to train for OCR, but it seemed to work. So
It
you
did
get
for
it.
me.
Yeah. So you win your first race. How long is it into like OCR that you eventually find ninja? Because I know you're a very accomplished ninja athlete as well.